What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at prime moments. Beckham, he is the 93 new icon in the game. Obviously he was one of the starting icons we got from this year, and honestly it is a shame because him again is very much like a few of the other players, Iniesta, Xavi, obviously Muller. They don't translate incredibly. He never was this rapid right mid. He has the passing, he had dribbling, and he had a decent whip on him. But in terms of pace, he just never quite had it. And obviously physicality, again, he was more kind of like, I don't know, he just managed to keep the ball. Whereas translating that into FIFA really doesn't work massively. So in terms of what you're going to get from him, he is 266,000 on the Xbox, 223 on the PlayStation, and 460 on the PC. In terms of his stats, then we've got relatively good shooting, bar from his finishing, which is 85. He is a bit behind the curve in general. Damn, we've got a lot of icon profiles. We have only used his Real Madrid version, which is obviously like the foot heroes we're going to get next year. But again, this is going to be at a better scale. So I am interested to see what this guy is all about. Obviously, one of my favourite players for Man U. Obviously, I'm not too happy with his stats in terms of kind of in this meta of the game. But if you are enjoying Beckham, then by all means, he is an icon of any magnitude, really. In terms of kind of like what else we've got, passing-wise, I'm expecting just insane things. I'm expecting him to be able to deliver ball after ball after ball. I'm hoping he's got close dribbling. He is a 3-star skiller, which is a little bit of an L, but obviously that is just natural. And then he has got the 5-star weak foot. We've got early crosser, finesse shot outside of the foot, and the rest are computer AI. So let's jump into it and see what Beckham can do for us. Right then, straight over to him. Let's see what we can get with Mr. Beckham. See what he can produce. I'm interested because we've literally not used any version of his icon versions. Like I say, he has kind of just been the Real Madrid version that was way past the curve even when that came out. Back into him. Got Hullet chilling there, waiting for that ball back. See what we can find. We've got Varane making the tackle, and that's a lovely ball out into CR7. Down the wing, go with the little 1-2 from Hullet. We find him, go with the 1-2 again. We've got Sissoko in this time. Gonna whack him in, and Aubameyang is going to finish it off with a beautiful little team goal there. And I think that's where he's going to be the most effective. It's team goals. Plenty of passing, plenty of going down the wing. Obviously, if you've got a cross on, then definitely you want to be whipping that in because he will hit the target. That's naturally what Beckham's all about. And it works in this game. I think you can utilize him. I do think there is a hell of a lot of better players out there, which is natural. At this point in the game, we have got a lot of options. And if you are not quite built for the absolute meta, then more than likely you will be replaced pretty quickly in this game. Whereas I think Beckham probably, I'd have said by the time Team of the Year was hit, he was already kind of already done in this game. Nearly finding in Hullet there as well. Finding him back. The one thing as well, that it's just really annoying, he hasn't got the 4-star skills. And I know naturally he wasn't necessarily the most skillful player, but it'd have been nice just to get that little extra because that adds so much value and so much what a player can actually do in the team. But unfortunately, we are stuck with the 3-star. And now he's injured. Of course he is. Taking absolute beatings from the team here as he gets tackled completely from behind. Hopefully he doesn't injure further. We find him here. Can we find him in? He is injured. He's got Theo to go with as well. Beckham with the interception and then gives it straight back to Pogba, but takes it back again. Hullet's going to find him in. Little dink into Hullet. He can get his chest on it. Managing to bully his way through. Little around. Oh, it's beautiful, and Aubameyang's got the second, and I don't know whether he's going to quit with this one, but it's a beautiful play there. Beckham getting it into Hullet, and Hullet does what Hullet does best. Finding it straight down to Beckham again. Oh, that's a great challenge. How he's managed to win the ball back as well, but that's a stunning challenge. And we're down the wing. Got Pogba chasing. He's going to change it into Varane. Little dink into Hullet. We're going to flick it. Get the volley. Okay, he's gone for the volley, but it's not quite a pure hit. Wanted an absolute smash there, but unfortunately he's tried to place it as we've just absolutely nailed Pogba. Take the ball. Aubameyang wants his hat-trick. Little finesse. Thank you very much for the hat-trick. And are we gone yet? It looks like we're done into the next match. Right, let's see what we can do in this next match. We're going to constantly go down a wing again. We've got Alphonso Davies, and this is going to be the biggest issue with Beckham is he's just not going to be able to keep up with these left backs. Alphonso Davies, Chilwell, Shaw. You've obviously got Telles in footies. You've got I'm trying to figure out what else you've got. You've got big Roberto Carlos. There is a lot of very, very fast left backs, and unfortunately, David Beckham, all he's going to be able to do really is just pass it to Hullet or pass it to your striker. That is naturally what you're going to have to do with him, and then try and hope that he oversells it. But look at that. That is a bend it like Beckham if I've ever seen one. It's absolutely sensational, and Wijnaldum's path to glory has absolutely nutted it into the net. But that's bend it like Beckham. That's where it came from, obviously. Beckham. We see De Jong. De Jong stopped. That's what we needed, really. Finds an Aubameyang who's going to bang it in the net. That is a lovely assist. Really kind of hoped De Jong would go forward. Left him open, so Alphonso came and closed him down. Leaving Aubameyang straight in the middle. And it's a beautiful slot into the bottom right. Beckham getting a little head in there. Managing to nut it into his Walker. And oh, Haaland doing the dirty on Hullet there. Beckham and Hullet. Oh, we find a little ball in. Oh, that would have been perfect for the skill move. Can we get it? We've managed to just about nick it. Hullet's going to see himself through, and he has moved the keeper. Clever move into De Jong, and Donnarumma's going to make a big boy save to the right there. This is a Beckham cross. Oh, can we do it? The first time we've ever got it into the net. To be honest, it's not far. Oh, that's a dink. Hullet not being able to. Campbell being his absolute legend of herself, making sure Hullet doesn't get that touch. Oh, Beckham. Can we whip it? He's got a lovely cross on him every single time, and he's managed to get the ball for a free kick. Can we find... No, stay over there. Can we just dink it here? What do you reckon? Little dink there. Oh, he has spotted it. I don't know if that was AI or he actually moved it, but he spotted it. I don't know. He thought it might be going for that little outside of the box. I wanted to find the really far one. I think it was Sterling, who would have had a lovely chance if he got the first touch in. Oh, it's a perfect pass into Beckham. Can we find Hullet in there? Going to go back post for Sterling, who's going to go over his head, bless him. Mendy with a first-time ball, but I think Hullet was offside. Can Beckham just nod it over? No, he's not got the physicality to over that. Got it back to him, and again, heading is just not his forte. Beckham doing a bit of defensive work there. Going to try and find it back to him into Walker. Little dink. What on earth is that, Walker? Not even close to Beckham's run there. Oh, this is the moment. He's moved the keeper slightly. Can we go for a little bit of a power? I'm not quite going for that there. That's where I want it. That is perfect. Green timed. Oh, it's not quite. Can we capitalise at least? Little finesse, and that is pinged. Messi again. Get the finesse. Campbell's in the way. I wish he never moved the keeper, because that would have been a beautiful spot to try and get Beckham in there. So going into the overall for Beckham then. He is an alright player. He does the business, but I think he is a bit lackluster at this point in the game. Unfortunately, there is a lot better options. Garrincha has been an SBC, so we have had a right wing that you could have done with your fodder. Obviously, as well, if we do look at the icon right mids, you do have Georgie Best as well, I think. And they got Figo. Prime moment Figo, actually, to be honest, doesn't look awful. Is there any version of Beckham that actually looks alright? So what's the first one? We've got... Oh, because the other one's a cam. So we've got 80 pace, 80 pace, 84. It's just not looking great. Okocha, I suppose he's probably on the same level, but obviously his passing and everything about him is much better. But I think Okocha's prime moment is better because obviously it's in the cam position. Garrincha, Figo, and Georgie Best will definitely take over over Beckham's place in my eyes. The 3-star is... Oh, it's not even a 5-star weak foot. It's a 3-star. That for me is just a no-go, unfortunately. He is an icon player, like in terms of he is very iconic. I think a lot of people know who David Beckham is. But in terms of how it's translated into FIFA, it just ain't it for me, unfortunately. He's got the nice kind of base. If he maybe had a little bit more finishing, just at least a 4-4, and then that big boy on that pace, then definitely he would be a lot better. But unfortunately, it just isn't it. It isn't. There is no way of saying it. As much as I'd love to sit here and say, oh, it doesn't read like that. It says 84, but it's really 99 pace. Unfortunately, it just isn't it. I think at the minimum, you've got to be doing something like that. But even then, when you've got players that are starting on 96 pace, he just isn't going to compare. It just naturally isn't going to work. It is the first year of him. Hopefully, we do continue, but I think they're gonna keep him roughly about the same. So I'd probably put him in the middle more than anything. Summit to kind of even tiki-taki football. He's not going to have the skill moves that I like, but he's going to be able to pass the ball, and that's like the big thing about him. Obviously, it is bended like Beckham. His crossing is absolutely exquisite. His passing is great. It is the pace that just lets him down, unfortunately, and I think that is the major thing. He obviously the freestar, you can get around it. Obviously, it is better to have it, but you can get around it. It's not the end of the world, but I think that pace is definitely irreplaceable. You need that, otherwise you're just going to struggle. His passing, like I say, best part of the game. Dribbling wise wasn't awful, not the greatest as well, but not awful at all. Strength and aggression, again, it's more average at anything. And overall, I think as an icon, especially a right mid, I think he's just average at best, unfortunately. I'm going to have to give him a solid 8 point. I'm going to have to give him a solid 8. I think he's just going to have to be. At this point in the game, there is so many players better, and that is it. I think even when he first came out as a prime moment, I still think he probably was behind the curve at that point. Again, there were so many specials that have just got the 5-5, the 4-5, the 4-4, and are coming in at that. Obviously, he was a lot bigger of a price, obviously starting quite up there in the millions, and then it's only been recently that he's kind of hit under 500 in June. So paying more than 500k for this card, unfortunately, isn't going to cut it unless you are a massive David Beckham fan or you are using him in a past and present team. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. Let me know down below what you think about Beckham and what you would do to kind of make him usable in this game. Let me know down below, like and subscribe, and see you all for the next one. Pieces.